Oh, hello, howdy, everybody, and welcome to Talking Schmacked. It's the first episode of my new podcast. Essentially, I wanted to start this because I wanted to just smoke on camera and just have a conversation about whatever, like virtually, the rotation, the hot box, the session, whatever you call your smoking with the homies term. That is what I want with this, where you can just turn it on, smoke to it, you can do whatever you like, you know what I'm saying? Just like something to chill, vibe to. But it's with me. And if you don't know who I am, I'm X3, very high life Zarius. I am a bit of a goofball. I do whatever the fuck I enjoy doing on the internet. And it's mainly wrestling content over on my X3 channel. But over here, it's like, I feel like I kind of pigeonholed myself into wrestling content. And with me not really watching wrestling as much as I used to, like, it's not even like I don't like wrestling anymore. It's more of like I don't be having the time. Like, granted, Raw sucks. You know, like, granted, Raw news sucks, but I just don't be having the time to really watch as much wrestling as I used to. So with that going into me not being as motivated and creative, that's my own issues. It just makes for inconsistent wrestling content, and me wanting to break out of that led to the Zeri High Life channel, which I then stopped uploading on there because of I pretty much lost content motivation for like everything I was doing at one point. Not like, obviously not now. Like, we're better now, we're feeling good, we're grateful that we even have this like ability to, you know what I'm saying, like, we have the will, still the motivation, the equipment, the house to live in, that we grateful for a lot in our life right now, that I'm like, you know, I can't just give up content. This shit is all I know. You feel me? This is all I know. So I decided to start this podcast as another venture in my mind. I was like, damn, I enjoy podcasts. I want to start this. I want to just ramble on camera. I just want to talk about shit while other people are smoking and listening to. You feel me? That's what I want to do. So like, I feel like I had a point and I just completely lost it. I was saying, oh, like with the rest, yeah. So this is what to expect to this podcast. I'm gonna derail myself quite a bit. That's the joy of having a podcast, because that's what I want. I mean, I don't want to derail myself all the time, but I don't want this to be a serious, like, life help. You feel me? Like a serious podcast. We're goofy. This is just more like a entertaining. You want some shit to just kind of vibe to, and some entertainment type shit. Hopefully I bring that to you. Like, we still can talk about some real shit. Don't get me wrong. But we're not gonna be all, you know, just sound like a radio show. No, it's gonna sound like, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that, we're gonna just do it. You know, we're gonna just do it. But what I was saying about wrestling content for me, it like, okay, before, let's hold on. I got a better way to goddamn oh boy, this is the first episode. Just bear with us. You know what? Everybody just relax. Everybody relax. Let's take 5 seconds real quick. Just breathe real quick. You feel me? Just let's come back. Let's come back. Where are my manners? Right now, we are high off of West Coast Sour Diesel. You know, woo! I almost just. For those watching the video version on YouTube, I am smoking out this beautiful piece from Daily High Club. If you want new cool, look, I got pieces to show y'all. I highly recommend y'all check out the video. Like, for those listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you should watch the video version to see my beautiful Daily High Club pieces. This is like one of the hippie vans. This one is a hippie van. We got the Martian right here. I don't remember what I named him. We're gonna have to come up with a different name, because I feel like I had something for him and I just completely forgot. We got that. We got the like scorpion in the bottle magic potion bong piece. Like, these are some cool pieces from Daily High Club, and I love them as a company. I do, and I'm sorry I have been a Butt Cheeks affiliate because of my lack of content over on the Zeri High Life channel. But that is changing today. God damn it. Got the hiccups a little bit. But yeah,
if we are smoking West Coast Sour Diesel, I enjoy the strain. I'm pretty sure this is a sativa strain that I find very, like, I enjoy this, right? It's a nice little, like, vibey, energetic, euphoric high. Like, one of those, like, like, it's more, I don't know how to really explain it. No, I had it. It's like a nice glide to it. You feel me? Like, there's, like, if you know what I'm saying. Like, when you got that glidey, like, you're like, damn, I'm feeling pretty, like, uplifting. Like, that's what it really kind of feels like, and it does get the creative juices flowing, which I enjoy a lot. Like, as someone in the content creation realm, I really enjoy shit. I really enjoy creativity. I really enjoy creativity. And that's what West Coast Sour Diesel gives to me, which is how I really came up with Talking Schmacked. Because, like, I was high, and I was like, damn, maybe we had an original plan for Talking Schmacked, and I've been sitting on that plan for a few months, actually. And I'm like, maybe we should just turn it into a podcast where we talk about whatever we want. Like, that was essentially the original idea for Talking Schmack, but it was going to be with the wrestlers. And that's another thing is, like, I maybe we can have wrestlers. We'll probably have guests on here. Like, that's probably where that, like, the idea I had for original Talking Schmack is going to really benefit the podcast. Like, we can still do that, but it was going to be just wrestlers, which I was like, you know what? No, because maybe there's going to be wrestlers who I, like, don't want to have on the show. I don't know what I don't know, man. Like, it was just a different, like, I didn't want to talk to wrestlers. I was only going to do it with wrestlers I kind of fucked with. So, like, I didn't want to talk to wrestlers who I don't really know much about, if that makes sense. And that already limits the show already. It was just, like, a handful of wrestlers, or then I'm like, oh, I want to talk to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have awkward conversations on Talking Schmack. I know we're teetering this right now. I'm stumbling and bumbling over words, but that's the joy of Talking Schmack, because we are schmacked. I'm high right now, bro. I just had like 3 rips, you feel me, off camera. Obviously I'm gonna, smoke on camera, but to get me in the mood, I didn't want to start sober. I didn't want to start sober. You feel me? I do have some Twitter questions to answer in this podcast. So if you want to submit questions for future episodes, or just want to follow me for my shenanigans or my bullshit, whatever, follow me on Twitter at ZeriHighLife. I got suspended, so I'm no longer X3 on Twitter, which really was a blessing and a curse. Like, I really am upset that Twitter account is gone, like, because I had almost 11,000 followers. I had that account alone for a decade. Like, that was my only account. I had never gotten suspended before that point. So I'm like, damn, like, the thought of getting suspended crossed my mind a little bit, because I was like, damn, how am I gonna feel when this is the only account I've had, and I've built, like, pretty much my presence with content through this, like, profile. Like, I've been through it all on that account. Like, I went from just being in, like, to get a good origin story of my Twitter account and who I am. I've been on that account since 2010. So from, like, when I was just not X3 to finding out who X3 is to X3, like, I grew up on that account. And I'm like, I had so many cool ass moments that I can't, like, retweet again. You feel me? Like, I can't retweet, like, just the TikToks I was posting alone on there were fire as hell. I have to, like, go through TikTok, like, my profile on TikTok to remember, like, which ones I fuck with heavy. There was just funny tweets I had, and I had cool ass followers, like, and I got some good followers, like, I'm like, damn, they follow me? You feel me? Like, just cool ass moments like that on the account that I don't have. I'm like, damn, that's kind of, it kind of fucked up. But once I got suspended, I'm like, it's kind of weird being back in this place again. If like I had my Zeri High Life account, I started having, like, pushing it heavy, when I was around like 300 followers. Now I got 3,000 some followers. Like we had to rebuild that shit back up. It just felt like it was like, I would say, okay, it was like humbling because people used to always try to make it out to be some, like my Twitter was like my analytics on that Twitter account were pretty fucking good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't want to flex or, you know what I'm saying, sound like that guy, but they were pretty good. And I like was upset because that's how that account alone kind of kept me afloat with content. I'm just like, damn, I have these numbers and I can fuck with this brand. You feel me? Like, I was really trying to get in that type of bag where I'm like, yo, I DM'd fucking, that's how I got the Daily High Club affiliate, you know what I'm saying? I affiliate with them. I reached out to Liz, who she no longer works there, but I congratulate you for going on your own ventures. I hope you're doing well. I hope, you feel me, you find success, you know what I'm saying? I hope you do your thing, you feel me? But I was like, I had all these ideas. I wanted to do some like cool shit, because that's what around the time I started wanted to do Zeri High Life anyway. But I forgot what I think I was gonna call like RV3 at that time. Was trying to do some cool shit through, like, I just had some shit lined up with Daily High Club. I'm like, man, I want to do this. Like, I having kind of like creative ideas with their videos. Like, I want to do like different types of videos using their products rather than just reviewing and unboxing. Cause I'm not really an unboxing ass dude. You feel me? Like, I tried to film 2 unboxing videos, or no, I think I tried to film 3 of them, and they all sucked. They were not that good. Like, I'm entertaining, but I just wasn't really fucking with it in terms of like filming it. I'm like, I don't know, like, this is just kind of weird. Like, I don't know, I just felt weird, like, this isn't me. Like, I don't like to force content, which is why I'm so inconsistent, because I tend to overthink things, and then I try to, if I'm not forcing the content, like, I don't like to force content, but for someone who has a history of inconsistency, like, or a lack of motivation, creative blocks, shit like that, procrastination is the last thing we need to be doing. But it's a tag team. It's like, it's a tag team of inconsistency, procrastination, and just straight up lack of creativity will whoop your ass. Like, that'll whoop your ass shield style. And that's what happened with me around the time I got my Twitter suspended, because that was also the time I went to the hospital for the second time. In September, going into August, or going from August into September, I was feeling so good about content. Like, I was still at the Vibe House. My numbers were growing on my YouTube channel. I was like, I had like a new breath of motivation, and like, I'm just like, bro, I'm doing shit. Had the Papa John's deal, or not? I actually came off of the Papa John's deal. So I'm already feeling good. I'm like, damn, look at my numbers. I have this merch drop coming soon, where actually, if you're watching the video version, that's where the X3 stickers, designed by my beautiful girlfriend Sai, the X3 stickers, and I had can't talk right now, the Sativa 420 shirts, Indica 420 shirts, and now I have the Hybrid 420 shirts, which are in tie-dye. So they all have smoking skulls on the back. That was made by Kung Fu Shirts. Shout out to them. It's a cool shirt. It's inspired by the Awesome 316 shirt. You feel me? I enjoy it. So I was just feeling good. I'm like, bro, you feel me? Like, you know that, you just like, damn, bro, I'm feeling good about this shit. One night I was about to film, I remember this. I was about to film the video. It was like the importance of weed in wrestling or something. And at this point in time, this was in like, this is like July, like around like August, September, when this happened. And I'm on my huge, like, just starting the weed channel. So I'm like, I want to be educating people on weed, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just like real, you feel me, just in this shit. Like, I want to do this, which I still want to do. I still want to educate people on weed, because it has a fucking stigma of being bad for you, and everybody who smoke weed are no good, burnouts, and you know, feel me, the usual stereotypes that come with people that smoke weed. So I wanted to like just show people that like That's not what weed is. A lot of people don't know the weed they smoke, so that's why I was trying to tell you what we were smoking on camera, like just basic shit like that. And I was filming a video where I was going to talk about the importance of weed and how it helps watching wrestling and just like the world of wrestling. Like I still may do that, to be honest. And I streamed that same day, and I went to go film this video, and my throat's hurting. I'm like, damn. I'm like thinking like maybe I'm just going too hard with the content because I was recording, I was streaming. You feel me? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, I was hitting the pin and the bong, so like maybe we need to give this rest. You feel me? Next day, throat's still hurting. I'm just like, damn, that shit kind of, I don't know, you know? Then I started to be able to like not swallow and like not talk much, so something was seriously wrong. I started loading up on hauls. I was visiting Michigan this weekend too. Like I was visiting Michigan, and I was just eating hauls for like the day, and I did not really realize you probably shouldn't eat that much hauls. Cause I was I'm like, damn, I like felt groggy as hell. Like it was something clearly wrong with the amount of hauls I ate. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before I continue with the story, let me put the pieces back. Cause we almost just knocked over the. Hold on. That's on me. I come home, I get into Michigan, my homie Torian picks me up. I explained to him how bad my throat's feeling. At this point, I can't talk much, and I'm just in agony. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? And he took me to go to his boy's house because his mom had this tea. It was a lemon tea. So yeah, this should help. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I also was not drinking water anymore. Like this was like the first day of me not being able to drink and eat shit. And I was waiting on, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember what Sai was doing, but I saw, like, Torian picked me up from the bus station, and then I ended up at Sai's house. So, next day goes on, it's getting worse, you feel me? Like, I drank this tea, it didn't help. I'm like, it helped for, like, a sliver, you know what I'm saying, just this much. It helped a little bit. And I'm drinking it, it's just not, like, the next day, it's even worse. I can't talk. I did not eat. I can't eat anything. It just hurts so bad. And I'm like, nah, I should be fine. You feel me? I don't know what's wrong. The day after that, we just finally, it's like worse. Like I couldn't talk. Still could not talk. My throat was feeling even worse. I was dehydrated, so I'm like weak. I couldn't sleep. We eventually got to, she was like saying like, hey, if you're not feeling better by this time, we need to go to the hospital to see what's up. So we finally go there to see what's happening. Like I finally go to I think we went to St. Mary's. Yeah, we went to like St. Mary's and shit. And you feel me? We get the test done. Boom, all this shit is happening because it's even worse now. And this is, I was only staying for the weekend, but I had to obviously stay in Michigan because my throat was hurting. So, we go to the doctors, finds out that I had 2 pus pockets forming on my tonsils. And I know what it was. I missed a detail. I physically felt pain. That's what I physically was feeling pain. Like I was like holding my neck too. That's what I was like, I'm like, there was a detail missing in this story of how we got to the hospital. That's what raised real concern, was I couldn't really, like, my neck was fucking hurting. That's what it was. So, like, I was trying to eat pudding or some shit I remember, like, I was trying to eat pudding at Sai's grandma's house. Like, there were some details here and there in this weekend. Okay, anyways, we fast forward. My throat's hurting, I still couldn't eat or drink anything, and it was, like, kind of swollen, and it was, like, in the back, of, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we back on track. And we go to the hospital to find out that there are, this is also at the time of my first COVID test, too. Because I never had gotten tested before, because, like, me and Sai were just quarantining that whole time. And, I didn't have any symptoms at that point. So, like, when we got to the hospital, like, yeah, we need to get a COVID test just in case, you feel me? Bro, that first one, the doctor just jammed that shit in there, bro. Like, I know what a COVID test should feel like now. That first one I had, brother went back too far. He stuck that damn Q-tip a little bit. I felt like the most accurate depiction of this moment I can still remember is he jammed that bitch up in there, and like it felt like he had a fucking lockpick. Like, think of a Skyrim lockpick, just like unlocking my brain is what it felt like. I remember staring just straight down the empty hall. Like, I was like, just boom. They do all the tests, whatever. They put me on IVs and shit because I'm dehydrated. I'm using size tablet to talk. Fucking, so I'm having to like type everything out, show the doctor because I'm in pain. They're like, okay, we found a problem. We gotta send you to Henry Ford to get this shit drained. You feel me? So they're like, yeah, you gotta, you need to get this, like, I was nervous because they was like, yeah, we gotta wait on the ambulance, or I forgot who we were waiting on, like the truck and shit at this hospital to go to another hospital so they can do the shit. Cause I actually don't remember the details because I was fading in and out. Like, I was, throat hurting. I was just like, am I gonna be good? The memories I could really tell you now, because I felt like we got off topic, but this is still just an interesting story. Just, it all ties in. Don't worry. I'm like Ted from How I Met Your Mother, which is one of my favorite shows. Is where, he tells a story. You gotta start from the beginning to get to Anyways, we go to the damn we go to Henry Ford, where they drain the pus out of my throat. So that shit fucking sucked. They were like, they numbed my throat. Like, they had to, like, I think they used like a camera at some point. I don't remember where the camera came from, but there was like I think the camera went up my nose. Something went. I don't remember. Let's just get to the good stuff. They had a big ass needle, man. Put that bitch in my throat and just drained all this pus. It was so much pus. It was disgusting, bro. I'm sorry if y'all are eating or something, but dog, like the needle shit, the syringe was this big, full of just like it was disgusting, bro. And at this point, I'm in the hospital part now, like recovering, cause they had to numb it. I'm over here like, I remember like when it was like getting drained, I was like choking and shit on the pus and blood and mucus. Like, that shit sucked, bro. And I feel like what happened was my old bong, so I had the Super Mario bong, and it came out like here. Like, it was like the circle. It was like a circular boom, but it had the handle boom. You feel me? And it was Super Mario inspired. The under part, like, it's like a little corner and some shit, I could never clean well. Like, the way it was designed, you could see it was like kind of moldy. It was like a hard to reach corner that I couldn't get to or some shit. And that's like the only thing I could have thought of that really caused that, because they're like, I don't know, like it just made sense at that point, like thinking back on it. And being in the hospital, they told me not to smoke for 2 weeks. So at this point, I'm just like very upset. Like, it wasn't because of the 2 weeks thing. It was just because like that whole process sucked. I was on antibiotics, and I'm already away from, like, earlier in quarantine. Like, when quarantine first started, I was still living at the Vibe House. I got quarantined in Michigan. So like when I was planning to come back home or go back to the Vibe House the weekend of this incident, I'm like, damn, I gotta stay another 2 weeks. I feel eerie about this because it just reminded me of like visiting Michigan for a weekend and staying for months because of the quarantine. So it was like, I was already like not happy about that. You feel me? And then that's when I was just on edibles the whole time. Like, the doctor's like, yeah, don't smoke for like 2 weeks, bro. Because they knew I smoked. They were like, yeah, this isn't what the problem is, but it's still healing, blah, blah, blah. In October, having a good weekend. Sai was working at a dispensary. They were opening. They were going recreational. No, they were going recreational that weekend. So I was coming down, just see Sai and go support this dispensary, whatever. And it happened again. So like the same issue. Like I was smoking a J. I don't remember what. Like I don't know if I think I still have the same bong at this time. So I'm pretty sure, like that's why I believe. But the same problem happened again, and I'm like, dude, like that's when I was like getting to the point where I'm like, not again, I don't, please. And I was getting so upset because I like feel it forming. I'm like, I hope this isn't it. Turns out it was it again. Had to stay another like couple weeks because of that. We had to go back to the same hospital. The same exact place I got this drained. I came back a month later. Yep, you gotta get this shit drained again. And this time the experience sucked even worse because I wasn't on antibiotics afterwards, so I felt a lot of the pain after the fact. And when we got there at 7 in the morning to get the shit drained. Got there at 7 in the morning and then did not leave until like 3 or 4 in the morning the next day. We were in like the little triage area, not even in the rooms of the hospital, but like the like ER like triage type shit. So I'm like, I'm on the surgical bed and there's like beds in the like hall and shit, and like it's like you can hear everything going on. There was people just groaning and just screaming. I saw the whole fucking day of hospital work in one day because I don't know, actually. I don't know why it took so long this time. So the doctors, they like, I didn't get to the point of no eating and dehydration for like 4 days like the last time, like the first time of this, but they fucking drained my shit, you feel me? They drained the pus again. I was fine on antibiotics. Or not, I wasn't on antibiotics, but so I was hooked up with the IV. Everything's feeling good. I think the second time around, though, they used something. I forgot what they gave me. But my body had a reaction to it. Where I was like, they were monitoring my heart rate and shit. Was this the first time? One of the times something, I'm pretty sure it was the second time. But they gave me something. And it like, I started like shaking really bad. And like, I was like, I don't remember, I was like tensing up. I don't remember what the fuck they gave me. But I was like I started tensing up, shaking really bad. And my heart rate was going up. And they kept me there. It was like, we're gonna watch this heart rate. We were just in here chilling. I'm like, bro, can we go home? Because like, I don't need, like my first trip of this incident, like in September, I was in the hospital for a few extra days after the fact. I was starting to learn how to like drink again and eat again because I was dehydrated for 4 days. They had to keep me on IVs. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot of that to do in that checkout process. The second time around, I didn't have to do any of that. I'm like, can we go home? Because we know what we know we need to do. We need to get the medicine and boom, we know how to do this. We don't need to be here. There's people that need little private room shits and, you know what I'm saying? I can go. It took us so long to get out of there. But during the recovering process of the second time of this pus throat injury shit, I reached out to Platinum Vape. Like, this is literally right before this incident happened in October. I told my girlfriend to ask if Platinum Vape needed any social media people because like I was still in my whole like, bro, I have the following, I have on-screen presence, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to work with the company because I fuck with your content anyway. Like, I fuck with their products. Like, I smoke ice cream cake right now. Like, this is a good strand. Oh no, I smoked this already. I'm smoking OG 313 from Platinum Vape. Still a good strand. Or strain. Like, you feel me? But I got cause they had the vendor at the dispensary that weekend. Like, that's what I was coming for. Just like check out and support the dispensary. That's how I got the number. The day I was gonna call to see about this ambassador deal and whatnot is when the pus pocket happened again. So I was like salty about that because I'm like, fuck, dude, I just lost out on a bit of an opportunity, and I'm already like trying to figure out this daily high club shit. I'm like, yeah, I was in the hospital, boom, boom, boom. Was about to do it again, hospital again. So that shit really was like starting to wear down on me. I was like, damn, dude, all these setbacks. And at this point in time, the Vibe boys, you feel me, Brandon, Aaron, Dalton, they were moving houses from the Vibe House 1 to now the second house they're in now. And me and Brandon have this conversation like, bro, because at that point, I have not been at the Vibe House that much. I was not making a lot of money, obviously, no content. Like, I you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, to be honest, if it'll be easier for y'all to find like a 3-bedroom, you feel me? I could move back home. It's okay. I could find a job again, get back on my feet. So that's how I got back home. And in that process, coming back home in like November, I didn't have, like, my Xbox wasn't working. I didn't have internet at the house. So like I was just in my room most days, just like, damn, playing the PS2, like, fuck, man, when am I gonna get my next TikTok? Like, what am I gonna do as far as TikTok? So like here and then I'll make a few TikToks, but like I would have to leave the house and walk down the street because my phone signal is so bad in my house that I can't even upload a TikTok. So just like it was a lot of like lack of motivation. And then when my Twitter got suspended, it was just like boom. All of that happened, and I was like, fuck, bro. And then that's when I just started just like, I fell into a funk, like a creative funk. I couldn't think of shit. But we are back on our feet. We are back creating shit, you feel me? I'm extremely grateful to be in good health and to be here with all this, bro. Like, man, so like now I just want to just do shit. You feel like, I swear I had an original point before I do not, this is what podcasts are for. That is, because that's an interesting story to tell. That's pretty much how, I was telling you how I got my Twitter suspended and how that just affected a lot of the lack of motivation. Anywho, whatever, boom. Let's move on from that shit, dog. We are here now. We have a Twitter account, Zeri High Life. That's what we're starting to come back around to the cannabis side of content. Damn, I remember my point. That's why the Zeri High Life channel was absent. Because when my X3 account got suspended, I started to focus on just getting back to where I was on that. That's where we were. First episode. It's the first, clap it up. First episode. We have a very loose podcast. It was the first episode. Let's go. Anywho, fuck it. Into the fun, good shit. That's pretty much it. And as far as creativity goes, my point about creativity came from that. That's when at a time I was just lacking motivation and creativity. But right now, I love to go on walks, and that's where I find most of my creative moments come to me, or it's just like just chilling here. But the fact that I have like a job kind of puts a wedge into when I get these creative ideas and when I can execute them, when can I do them? Because I'm the type of person that would just simply, like, if I got a creative idea, on impulse, I'm going to start doing it. Like, it's like 11 something at night right now. Why do you think I started filming like that? Like, if I have a creative idea, I tend to want to do it right then. Or like if I'm making a video, like that's like, I try not to force the shit, and sometimes I start to force it, and if I don't like it, it's like a cycle with me that I don't like. I try to break it. I don't even know like how to really explain it, but a lot of people could come back to some of these projects they do. Sometimes I can be like, I'm going to film this, try to edit it right here, gotta go to work. I get off of work around 11 almost every night, get home at midnight. I'm not having the motivation to try to edit this. And then sometimes I started like watching it back, I'm like, damn, I'm really not fucking with this. And I feel like that's a bit of a self-doubt thing. Like, I'll be honest with you. So, my goal really, no more self-doubt, bro. I know that I've just jumped from conversation to conversation. You just gonna have to, I don't know. My hands, this is the first, look, man, we're gonna have a better organized, if you prefer this jump the jump chaotic style podcast, then by all means. But of course, since it's the first episode, we're still getting the groove. We're still just trying to feel it out. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to do our thing with it. Damn, you know what I noticed? I have a whiteboard here of my show notes. You know what I'm saying? For those watching the video. Well, for those watching the video version, that's not really a spoiler. I mean, it is. I didn't talk about this yet. The motherfucking Neds Declassified Cinematic Universe. You see how I tried to get all the important shit out the way. I tried to get all the serious stuff. I want to talk about this. I feel like that's why it was taking me so long to try to talk about the personals and the real shit. Cause like, I want my viewers, if you are creative people, if you create content, I want y'all to feel creativity. I want you to feel motivated to make content. I want you to do what you want to do. Don't let time pass you by. Don't do that. I want you to just, you know what I'm saying, feel that energy. And I was trying to just really talk about that. I couldn't, like, well, I just showed you an example. Just do the shit. No, that didn't make sense. It made sense in my head. Let me, like, okay. No, the example I was making was to just do the shit because that's what I'm doing right now. There was no, I didn't want to plan anymore because of a thought of overthinking. I don't want to overthink anymore. But I'm fired up about the Neds Declassified universe. But I want to motivate you to be good at something. I want you to fucking yeah, you know, take the opportunity right there. Take it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Rate the podcast 5 stars, bro. Fuck it. This is the goal of the show. Just random shit that happens in smoke sessions. Fuck it. It's a podcast now. That's what I really want this to be. Just rambling. And I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope y'all are entertained by it. But speaking of entertainment, you see, I've been trying not to. Fuck it. We need to talk about the Neds Declassified Cinematic Universe. Is one I need to be in. I just recently finished Neds Declassified on Paramount Plus, and I'm telling you, like, I rewatched Victorious recently. I didn't rewatch iCarly, but like, I'm pretty sure I didn't rewatch Drake and Josh recently. That was like last year maybe. But my point is, out of the shows I've rewatched, I have never felt this good of just like a damn, that show is so, like, I used to love Neds Declassified as a kid, and I clearly remember why. Not a lot of people, like, it's a severely underrated show for some reason. Like, if you've noticed, everyone talks about Victorious, they talk about iCarly, Drake and Josh. No one ever just casually mentions Neds Declassified, and I'm quite sick of it. I'm quite sick of it, bro. Neds Declassified might be top 3 Nick shows for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, in my generation, in that era, that's a top 3 fucking Nick show, bro. I want y'all to rewatch Neds Declassified. Because as I was rewatching it, I'm remembering a lot of the episodes. And I have not watched Neds Declassified since I was in like middle school or like like I tried. I didn't know where to watch it. I'm like, bro, they need to put Neds on Netflix. I really wanted to rewatch the show, so I finally got that chance, bro. Side splitting comedy. That's a funny like. There was an episode. I'm pretty sure it was in season 1, where Cookie needed. I think he needed like a damn. He needed a stunt double for school pictures, I believe. And he was holding auditions in the janitor closet. And there's a clip, like the scene of just random grown ass men pretending to be Cookie. It's hilarious because they're like all acting at a different pace, and there's like, he's like, they're gonna kill me. Like, there's one who just doesn't, like, he's not good. There's one who's overacting. And Cookie, the part that kills me the most is that Cookie's like, oh no, I need someone to capture my, I forgot what he's like, I need to find someone who's gonna capture my essence or some shit like that, right? And I want to say the school was holding, like, they were doing something else. I think there was, like, auditions for something else. I don't remember what it was, like a job offer. I'm blanking on the exact reason why this dude was here in the first place. But he opens the, oh wait, no, I think it was just those auditions. But he, like, opens the door. It's this handsome ass dude, like, opens the door. And this handsome ass black dude, fucking chiseled model ass dude, walks in and Cookie's like, oh, finally that's someone that looks like me. That, like, bro, that is comedy. That is a funny, bro. I really wish I went to James K. Polk Middle School. Middle school to me is, I say this so much, middle school to me is far better than, like, it's so much more, what? Middle school, the middle school experience was miles better than the high school experience. There we go. I couldn't figure my word, like, high school is great, don't get me wrong, good times, whatever, fuck that, right? Middle school, you're vibing with the boys, bro. Like, I swear, just think about it. Just really think about it. Every friend group, all of our friend groups, like the friend group you grew up with, the friend group I grew up with, in middle school, we were comedians, dog. We like that's a time in your life where shit is hilarious. This fucking comedy gold, just on all fronts. I loved middle school, bro. And I think that's why I felt with Neds Declassified so hard, because low-key, my middle school life was a lot, like, I wouldn't say a lot like Neds Declassified, but it was up there. I was like, damn, this shit kind of feel like Neds, bro. Like, just a great show. And the tips make sense. The good tips, like, it's like, and that's just a good show with good values and comedy, bro. Could you imagine? Just like, I feel like James K. Polk Middle School is I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. You ready? James K. Polk Middle School, best fictional school. The best fictional school on Nick. Because I don't know that many other fictional schools. Like, I'm not a Disney fan, so, like, I'm gonna say, like, Sky High and shit like that. But, like, that's like, you could make the argument that Hollywood Arts is a lit-ass, like, yeah, that Hollywood Arts is cool as hell, don't get me wrong. But that's because it's an art school. That's, like, talent, that's, like, where talent is, you feel me? That's, you know what I'm saying? You expect that shit. People fuck with PCA. I did not really watch Zoe 101 like that. So, like, I'm not going to say that James K. Polk Middle School is better than PCA. But I feel like I'm going to, if I watch Zoe 101, I'm still going to want to go to James K. Polk Middle, bro. Because that's a banger school. Like, here's why I say this. Because you got Hollywood Arts, right? Talented individuals, singers, actors,
fucking everything in the book, right? That's talent. James K. Polk Middle School is just random people. That's just off the dome for them. Well, I want to say like literally off the dome, because that's a conversation for another day of what off the dome comedy means to me. But this was just random kids just doing random shit, and it's great. Could you imagine fucking taking the test, doing a PowerPoint, chilling in your classes, doing your work, doing an assignment, and Cookie and company just fall through the ceiling? You just in there like, just fall back there. It's wild. That's a wild. They were doing. Just think about what was going on in this school. You could walk into the cafeteria. There was a whole VIP section with a band, a velvet rope. They had catering. That shit happens. You have one bite going around just biting people's sandwiches. Dude, I'm different. Let one bite come near me and my lunch table. It's a fade on sight. One bite was going around biting niggas' lunches. And not like some like, let me get a piece, bro. He was taking half he was chomping that shit. That's disrespectful. He lifted the lunch table and slid everybody's lunches in his mouth. Why are you that hungry? What are you? You need to be jailed. One bite, you need to be jailed. Timmy Tutu going around in the hallways farting and shit. This school is wild. You have the weasel, and in season 3 spoilers, it's a lady weasel, and the weasel has a family. Crazy. I only say that the spoiler because the show came out in like 2004, bro. Yeah, come on now, okay, But the Neds Declassified cinematic universe, I really wish. Hold on, my bad. Y'all hear this slap? My tattoo is itching. That's on me. Now, anyways, the Neds Declassified cinematic universe is wild to me because shit just happens at the school. We can perfect example. There was, I don't remember what day it was. Not day. The episode. It's like I go there. The episode, I believe it was the Rumors episode. Whichever episode had the toilet flushing gimmick where, they coordinated. Stay with me now. They coordinated a plan to flush every single toilet in the school to make the school jump. You telling me you don't want to go to that school? You don't want to be... Hey, bro. Hey, you trying to go flush this toilet over in A-Hall, bro? What? Listen. Cookie gonna be there. Fucking Gordy's trying it. Everybody's talking about it, bro. We need to flush this toilet because the school will jump. I'm there. Hey, teacher, can I go? I got my stomach hurt. I gotta go boo-boo. And then I'm over here like, oh, what we doing now? They had walkie-talkies. Everybody, y'all ready? And... I don't remember how they got to this point, but Sweeney. Oh no, there was the teacher's lounge bathroom. It was like a special bathroom that Gordy was supposed to flush, but Sweeney was fucking hating. He was cock blocking the toilet, and they were like, he's like, it's not gonna work. Y'all stupid. You feel me? This shit sucks. And he, him and Gordy got locked in this bathroom. It was like nailed shut and shit. You feel me? I watched majority of the show high on my rewatch, so once again, I'm about to rewatch it again, to be honest. I'm about to run it back. But when they did the ultimate flush, they're like, 2, 3. They flush it, the school doesn't jump. So all the students like, damn, that shit was kind of whack. That's, damn. But... And the Sweeney and the Gordy bathroom, that bitch blew up. This bathroom blew up, and they had an outside view of the school, and the toilet, it just shot out of the school. This is the best school, bro. I love this show. I highly recommend y'all go rewatch it. It is fucking hilarious. You know how iCarly and Victorious kind of has that, corny humor? there is some corny humor in Neds. Don't get me wrong, but it has to be like 30% corny, 70% real comedy. Like funny shit really be happening. And one thing I did notice, if you watch like the first couple episodes, I'm almost positive they used the real version of Roll Out. Ludicrous, like the roll out, like, because I know you remember them playing the instrumental remake early in the. They really had that song, and then they had another song, and I cannot remember what it was. There was another, like, it was. Oh no, I was so stuck on Roll Out. They had one more instrumental that they used, or not. I think it was like an actual song because it had the lyrics to it. Oh, fuck. I don't remember what song it was. Let me see if I can look it up. I'm gonna see if I can look it up real quick. I don't remember songs? Oh, shit. Okay, boom. Damn. Okay, that was a wrong page. Stay with me, y'all. Just stay with me. God, I need references. No, I don't think it'll be in the references. I don't know, man. I tried to find some. I don't know. There's definitely a song that they use. I cannot remember the fucking name of it, but it just blew my mind. The fucking la 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 time. That's a banger. The theme song's a banger. Everything about the show is hilarious. They did black people good in this show, man. Like, you know how like other Nick shows do not be giving justice to their black characters. Cookie, the lunch lady, Sarah Claire, Claire Sawyer, future lawyer, the dude. That's why he took a bite out of my cookie. Shit like that. That dude. Backpack kid, bro. This show is fire, man. You all need to watch the show, dude. And like the cutout gag or gag, the not gag, the damn bit, the cutout bit, where like they use wood. Let's hold on, y'all. Let's just take a breather. We cannot formulate sentences. Let's just take a breather real quick. Okay. Cause I was the sentences been piecing me up. Just piecing me up. I really wish I went to that school. That's pretty much the Neds Declassified cinematic universe had the Revenger in it. That's okay. That is my favorite episode of Neds Declassified. If you do not know that episode, it is where basically Ned becomes the Revenger because he was getting revenge on people in like tricky ass ways. And I don't even think it was it wasn't the April Fool's episode. It was just, yeah, it was called Revenge. So he was just doing dickheadery shit all throughout the school. And the only reason why I really love this episode, because one, it's the episode where he does the fucking umbrella thing in the intro, like when he's like boom, you know what I'm saying? That's where that comes from. There is the prank he was pulling on somebody. I forgot the kid's name, but it's like the yelling at him kid. I think it's like Frank or something like that. He was walking. The prank was to like trip his leg up and hang him upside down in front of the school. So Ned and the dude, I don't think they ever said his name, but it was like a fat kid with the fat kid with the glasses on, or the big dude, not the fat. That's rude, but like the big dude with the glasses on. He was sitting there with Ned waiting for the dude to like walk into the rope, and he's like, yeah. His life will be turned upside down.
And he's like Ned's like, yeah, he's like, that'll teach you to never take a bite out of my cookie. And Ned's like, no, he's like, this is about a cookie? He's like, but it was chocolate chip. So Ned had to run out and like save dude, and he gets swooped. He's like, hey man, I'm sorry. You feel me? He's like, I don't, you know, he got in his way. He's like, hey man. He's like, watch where you going. It was that character who like talks with that accent, like, hey, what are you doing? If you remember what I'm talking about. His name was like Frank something. And he's like, you know, this is all wrong. And he's like, hey, like the big dude was like, yo, what are you doing? And he said one more line, but the big dude was like, but he ate my cookie. And I was like, that made me laugh incredibly hard back then and incredibly hard now. It was fucking, that show is so good. Just imagine witnessing shit like that. They were just driving in mop buckets, dude. They were having chicken fights in the hallways. That's a school I want to go to. Okay, I'm done talking about Neds. I'm done talking about Neds Declassified. I'm going to get to a few Twitter questions. You feel me? I have a few Twitter questions. I had to just ramble about Neds real quick. You feel me? So, if you want to have your question answered, you like anything you want to talk about, like literally any dumb high shit. I love those questions. Like the first, I don't know, like just those questions that make you think, or those like dumbass, like if they're called buildings or if they're called apartments, I don't remember the, you know what I'm talking about. The buildings and the apartments, shouldn't they be separate shit like that? Like, why are apartments built together or some shit like that when they're called apartments? I don't, you know. But MoboCop tweeted, so, just my bad. I was stumbling. MoboCop tweeted me this question. Why can I not talk all of a sudden? It's been an hour of me just talking straight. That's maybe why. First podcast. We gotta really learn how to just not stumble and bumble over our words all the goddamn time. But it's normal. It happens to the best of us. MoboCop says, favorite health... Oh. What is wrong, bro? What is wrong? Maybe, you know what? We're gonna take a hit. We're gonna take a hit. For those watching the video version, you see one, you take one. Maybe if you're listening, you could take one as well. Let's all just come back. Let's go. There we go. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. I promise you future episodes will not be this fucking unorganized and... Wait, but hold on. Before I continue with this, one more Neds Declassified thing. One more. The organized episode. If you need to... That is the episode you need to watch for some real shit. The organized video, the organized episode where they're talking about getting organized and you can't think with a cluttered mind has stuck with me for years. I hate when my room gets junky. I hate when my spaces get junky and cluttered. If my mind gets cluttered, you can't think straight. And Ned was spitting on that episode. That was an episode I need to watch. Okay, back to the Twitter questions. MoboCop asks, favorite healthy/unhealthy shit to eat once the munchies hit? What's in my munchie drawer right now? I don't really know. Like, I'm so indecisive. Like, I hate pre-buying my munchie snacks because I never know what the fuck I want to eat. So, right now, we're gonna just look in here right now. We like they don't be hitting like how I think they'll be hitting. So I have the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal bar. For those watching the video version, you feel me? These do slap, but they're not hitting right now. That's why they still in here. For my Midwesterners, maybe, I don't even know if this is like I'm pretty sure this version, I think this bag of chips is only in Detroit, like in Michigan type. It's hard to find these. I don't know where if they have. I know they have Better Made elsewhere, but the caramel popcorn. This is one of my favorites from Better Made. Caramel popcorn, elite snack. Okay, now here's one of my like. I do enjoy this one though. Like, come on, Austin peanut butter on cheese. The peanut butter cheese ones. I like those. That's just what I have in my drawer though. My favorites to eat though. I don't know. It's like I really have like phases of munchy foods. Like I don't know what my true go to is. I think my one constant go to is every time is this Arizona, this kiwi strawberry Arizona. This is my favorite fucking drink, dude. I love this. This shit be bussin', bro. Oh my god. I normally eat like food. Like the snack wise, like I normally be hungry as hell. Like damn, I need some food. So like a baconzilla from Checkers, that should be hitting. I don't. That was so specific. But like if we're talking snacks, I like to eat. I don't know, I like to switch it up sometimes. Right now, for me, Swedish fish. If we're talking candies, Swedish fish, slap. Oh my god, what am I remember, duh, it's because I haven't had them a little bit, but chocolate animal crackers, dude. Oh my, what the fuck am I doing, man? Animal crackers, that's my, bro, that's my shit, dude, that's what I'm building on, you know? I got animal crackers over with my audience. Every time I'm eating them on stream, you gotta type a 3 or an emote in the chat, and you want one? Here, pass that down. You feel me? We got that over in the chat. Animal crackers, definitely animal crackers is my chocolate ones to be exact. Them slap. I'm sorry. That last hit, we up there, baby. We are up there. The Lion _ENT, King Derek III, the homie, the Lion, asked, what gives you the motivation to keep pushing every day? Hold on, before I answer that, I need some fucking water, because always important to drink water when y'all smoke, man. Always important. Y'all need to. Oh, there we go. Whew. If you getting high, always drink some water, bro. Come on now. What gives me the motivation to keep pushing though? It's a more obvious answer. Y'all. Of course, the rotation. That's if you've been to the streams, you know all of my supporters, the Zerial Life content, the streams, we are the rotation. Y'all keep me motivated because I know when I stream late at night, my goal is to have something that you could watch to just escape the bullshit you've been going through throughout the day. Like I know when it's nighttime, those thoughts kick in, you know what I'm saying? You feel alone sometimes, you're just thinking about some shit that's making you upset. When you come to the streams, you watch me be decent at Knockout City. You watch me go crazy in Call of Duty. You feel me? We have good time. We have a lot of fun there, and that just motivates me to know that like I'm making people smile. I'm making people laugh. That's my point of my content. I always will say like people obviously have talked shit about my content in the past, but I just know like somebody's enjoying the shit. You feel me? That thought of knowing people are enjoying it, someone out there is enjoying it, it makes someone day, makes me happy, makes me want to make more, it makes me want to do more, it makes me want to like show people like, bro, this dude got it. This dude is entertaining as hell. So like that's one thing that keeps me motivated. my bad, I was checking something. Another thing is just like a belief of like this is all I know. Like I would say like all I know, but like when you think of like what do you want to do and like your passions, this keeps coming up. Content creation, entertaining people for as long as I can remember. Being an entertainer at some capacity, content creation, fucking like with like streaming and shit, YouTube videos, TikToks, Vines, Twitter skits, I've done it all. I just enjoy entertaining people. I enjoy getting my creativeness and energy out there, and I know it's going to pay off. It's that belief of like, you don't focus on the how, you focus on the when. Like, when I'm a successful content creator, when I am like one of the biggest doing it. You feel me? Like, I just know when I have just like, when I have my play button, when I have hella supporters doing this shit positively and fucking having fun, making a lot of money, and being, you know what I'm saying, just have like a good mental space, that's what motivates me. That thought and that process, because we know what's coming, you know what I'm saying, staying grateful for the shit you have now, the shit you're going through now, because when we have a better setup, when we have more listeners, more supporters, more, like, everything, when we have more, we're gonna look back on shit like this. You're gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. Like, just being here right now in June, it's June 4th. Remember in January when we first got internet back in the house and I'm streaming off the lunch tray table over there with the seat with no back to it, the Metal Boy, on the PS2 because my Xbox didn't work? From getting the gaming chair from Big Mike, a desk, a new microphone. We didn't even have a mic. Our Yeti had broke. You feel me? Like, just, I love, like, grateful to even see this. Like, we got the lights going, the belt hanging, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to look back at that, and like, I know we get more. We can get more. We could do more opportunities. You feel me? So that's what motivates me, is knowing, like, the shit is paying off. Even the little shit is paying off. Getting my first YouTube check, getting my first Twitch check, like, that shit, I love that shit, and I want to do more of that. So that's what motivates me to keep doing it, to keep going. Even on the days where I don't feel motivated, I'm still motivated. Like, I know, like, damn, this is an off day, but I just know in the end it's going to pay off. I just know we are getting what we wanting. We're going to get, like, manifest that good fucking energy to make shit happen. You feel me? Like, I just dropped a TikTok a couple days ago that's nearing 1 million views. For my first TikTok that's about to hit 1 million views. Like, that's crazy. We've had bangers before, but 1 million? I cannot wait till it hits 1 million, dude, because it's gonna feel so, like, it's gonna just feel unreal. You feel me? So that's what motivates me to keep me going. It's just the thought of, like, I know this shit is gonna pay off in the end, because I don't want anything else. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Like, I just know this is what I want. Content creation, being successful, making sure family's straight, making sure I'm straight mentally, physically, all that shit. Because it's going to pay off. It's going to be worth it. That's what, you feel me? That's what motivates me. You know what I'm saying? Provoked as favorite wrestler to watch while zooted. Okay, this is a good question. This is a good question because I don't, like, okay. AJ Gray, Jordan Oliver, Lee Moriarty, the Hoodfoot, Mo Atlas. Let's see, who else? Like, here, okay, I'll give it, with AJ Gray, I love AJ Gray matches, but when I'm smacked and I'm watching GCW with the homies, I'm watching the show that AJ's on, and the Waka, I fuck my money up. That gets me hyped, dude. Jordan Oliver, right here. Insanely great matches, and when I'm gonna try to do the intro to his theme that, yeah, sure, you're young dumb, and broke. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Oh my God, Myron Reed, dude. All these wrestlers I'm naming have banging ass matches as is, but when I'm high, dude, I be just like, I be glued, dude. I love, like, it's not even like specific wrestlers, just like, I don't know, like, well, like them, I don't know. That's a hard question. That's a hard question to really answer though, cause like, those are some few that I just, if I would recommend watching them high, because any matches any of those wrestlers are in, when you watch that shit, you're gonna have a good time regardless. Like Nick Gage and AJ Gray, dude, I love Nick Gage, don't get me wrong, but on that night when it was AJ and Nick Gage, I'm like, dog, fuck, nah. I need AJ to win this. It's been a minute since I was that invested in a match where I'm like, dude, please, I need this brother to win this title, man. Oh my god. Yeah, like, Roman Reigns, obviously. The Fiend. Anything ridiculous also in wrestling, like any like comedy matches or the cinematic matches, shit like that. Some hardcore shit, perfect to watch while high. That's how there we go. There we go. Alright, last one. Deathmatch Mario asked the worst experience I've had on an edible. Oh, I've been waiting to talk about this one. Dude. Okay, I'm gonna try to not. We ain't gonna try to make this one that long because we run out of time here. But listen, this is around the time I first started smoking weed, which was in 2019. Believe it or not, have not smoked up until that point. Up until 2019, I started to smoke because 2019 was the year I was like just. I was depressed as fuck. Like, I didn't really I didn't realize it at the time, but looking back, yeah, that was depression, bro. I was just in a bad spot. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Me and my dad have a conversation at one point. I forgot, we were talking about something, but I pretty much about my stress or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I want to smoke weed. Or so I mentioned weed or something. He's like, you smoke weed? I was like, I mean, I don't. Like, I try. I know, I was like, I think I tried it at that point. And he was like, you smoke? Or so I don't remember. But basically, he gave me an edible. Like, it was just like, you know what? You want to have a piece of edible? Blah, blah. I ate edible. I'm feeling fine. That was the first time I had an edible high, right? So I'm like, yeah, edibles are cool. My uncle finds out I smoke. He's like, oh, okay. You want an edible? You know what I'm saying? Now, this motherfucker here, this fucking edible he gave me, that bitch was strong. Now, I'm pretty sure this was he said, yeah, it was a 5,000, was it 1,000 milligram? Yeah, it was 1,000 milligram edible. Was it 1,000? I think it was 5. It was a powerful motherfucker, right? Anyways, pretty sure it was 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 milligrams. So he gave me this like frozen mango gummy, and he was like, "Yo, this is some hey man." He gave it like, "Listen, be careful with this. This is some strong shit, dude. Here's what you want to do. You want to cut it in half. Like we take it out the freezer, cut it in half, and cut the half in half, and eat that little piece. If you get too high, take a cold shower." Drink some water, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, you know what I'm saying? If you, like, just be careful, but that's how you take this. Cut it in half, cut the ring is like this big, right? Cut it in half, take that half in half. First day, boom. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Smooth little night. I'm chilling. The next night, I'm going to do this edible. Joe comes over. We have a good-ass day, you know what I'm saying? This is in, like, the summer 2019, you feel me? We go up to Mod Pizza, you feel me? He said, I remember where the night, we're walking down the street, and he was, like, feeling happy. He said, I'm happy. No, what could go wrong? Like, he said some shit like that, like, what could go wrong? But I'm like, hey, whoa, brother, whoa, you... Hold on now. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say I'm replying to this text. I'm like, yeah, don't say that I'm superstitious, bro. It's like, no, it's fucking fine, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, hey, man, come on now. I don't fuck with that. You feel me? I was a little worried, you know what I'm saying? So we get home, you know, we went to this replay. I forgot what game we had, but we was chilling. He's playing Rock Band, and I had a plan to film a video that night. I was going to get high and watch a match for the channel. I was like, yeah, this would be a good ass idea for this video. So I'm gonna eat this edible before Joe leaves. So when he leaves, it's gonna kick in and I'm be straight. I go into the kitchen. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, about to get this edible. You feel me? Cut that bitch in half. Boom. I'm like, yes sir. I'm waiting for it to kick in. Playing Rock Band. Now, notice what I said, right? I cut that bitch in half. I took the half. I took one whole half, bro. Mind you, the rules, the instructions clearly says from mouth by my uncle to cut it in half and cut the half in half. Now, when he's playing Rock Band, I remember this like it was fucking nothing, dude. We're sitting right here, right? He's playing Tongue Tied by, I forgot who made the song, like Group Love or something like that. He's playing Tongue Tied, I'm over here vibing, and it's kicking in, I'm like, damn. I'm like, whoa. Like the shit was getting wavy on the track. I'm like, god damn. Then, I can't breathe. I'm like, I had my first panic attack in my life right there. I had a panic attack. I'm like, oh my god, I'm shaking and shit. I'm like, I'm getting Joe. She's like, huh. I'm like, I can't breathe. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm having it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so he goes, give me some water. I'm shaking and shit. I'm like, oh my god, okay. I'm trying to come back down. I'm like, I took an edible. I'm like shaking and shit. I'm like, I took an edible and I'm too high. And he's like, oh, you good? I'm like, no, I'm not good. So we try to do some water. I calm down a little bit. Boom, another panic attack. Boom, another panic attack. I had 3 panic attacks. I'm not feeling good at this point. Then I'm probably remembering this out of order. Wait, no. Okay, no. I was like very scared and nervous and about to, like on the brink of crying and shit. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, okay, my uncle said if I get too high, I gotta take a cold shower, and I'm like barely trying to talk to him. I'm like barely talking. I'm like, I need a cold shower. And he's like, okay, so I like what a guy, right? Joe was about to leave. This is like 10 at night, like 11 something. He was about to leave. I hit the shower, like he was like, all right, helps me get undressed. I'm in the boxers at this point. We go to the cold shower and shit. Boom, I'm in the shower. Just in the shower, like, just looking, just down. I'm just like, I finally am like coming back to life. When you are ever, my text, my bad, because I was reading this text, so like I was making sure, you know, so everything's good. When you get in that cold shower, whenever you're too high, take a cold shower. It will bring you back, bro. So I'm in there. I'm just coming back to reality. I'm like, Joe, that was fucking stupid, dog. He's like, yeah. Like, that was an embarrassing moment of me having to take a cold shower in my boxers in front of my boy like this. I'm just like, damn. What the fuck, right? Sitting there. All I hear is, boop, side door. I'm like, oh, fuck. My dad gets home at this as I'm mid shower, just standing in the shower in my underwear, high as fuck, not butt naked, but I'm in my underwear. So I come out to the living room, hey dad. He's like, what's going on? I was like, now I remember this, cause this was like one of those like stern dad teachable moments. You feel me? Where him and Joe are having a conversation with me. Like, you gotta be careful with that. And I'm like, yeah, and like, I remember like starting like, hey, okay, like, I know what I did wrong. I know, I know. I was on the preface. I know what happened. I took an edible. I was supposed to take it. I just cut it in half and cut the half in half. I did not do that. That was on me. I get it. And he was like, my dad was real stern and shit. I'm like, I understand. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm about to go to bed. So my dad goes to bed. And so he's like, I'm like, I'm gonna be fine. Like, he's like, we'll be good. And because at that point I was like, calm down. You know what I'm saying? At that point I'm like, we good, right? Get into the room. Boom! I'm hot, boy. I thought it was over. Hell no. I take off high as fuck, bro. But I'm getting to that like vibey high. And I remember like thinking, oh, I gotta throw up. And I'm like trying to like walk, but I'm like wobbling. I'm like wobbling to the door on some like, if you watch the video version, you see what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Moving the shoulders, getting my weight, you know what I'm saying? And I stop on the door, like I stop on the wall. My bathroom is kind of short or like small, so I have both hands on the wall over the door. I'm like, okay. I hate throwing up more than anything. Like I cannot stand it. I try everything in my ability to not throw up. So I'm thinking I'm about to throw up. The feeling goes away, and I shit you not, I started doing the do love leg dance, bro. Like, if you watch, I gotta put my shorts down. If you watching the video version on my YouTube, Zeri High Life, I'm over here doing one of these. I'm like, do love. I'm starting doing some bullshit, right? And now it's like 1 a.m. at this point. I did the whole intro to the 85 South show. Because at this point, I used to watch that shit all the time. And I'm so high, I went into the bathroom and closed the door. I was like, yo, Joe. He's like, what? And I started doing the whole intro. The dude, like, just doing the intro. And I come out, and I pretty much did stand-up for Joe for, like, an hour after that. I'm, like, I went from the 85 South show start, like, type comedy shit to, like, those, like, low-light Comedy Central stand-ups. And Joe's just sitting here, just like vibing with me, just being a good fucking friend, bro. Like just making sure I'm cool. But I started freestyling, and now it's like 4 a.m, and I'm like, it's time to go to bed. It's time. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I was like, man, thank you for doing this. You feel me? I couldn't see straight. I'm laying in the bed. I was like, can you put on lo-fi hip hop beats to relax and study to? That's when his name in my phone is Lo-Fi Hip Hop Beats to Relax Study to. So I'm like, Joe, as it's on, it's like the playlist is on. I'm like, it's like I got my red light on. He's about to get ready to leave because I'm about to go to sleep. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna make it, bro. Like I swear to God, I'm like, man, I'm gonna really be a big YouTuber. Fucking like, I'm gonna make it, bro. Like I would have one of those moments with Joe. He's like, yeah, and I swear to God, the instrumental to my intro song. Or not my intro, the instrumental to my intro from the X3 channel from back then, it was the instrumental to I Don't Want to Speak Again by Quedeca. But like the instrumental to that there was like a lo-fi remix of it. And I hear it, I'm like, are you watching one of my videos? And Joe is like amazed because like he knows the intro song and he's like, no. I was like, what the fuck? I swear to God, wake up the next day. Like, that's the last thing I remember from that experience. I was so high. It was scary as fuck. That is always why you need to take the smallest portion of an edible first. Don't ever take the full edible. Don't do it with the Ed Boy. Don't do it. But that is going to wrap up the Twitter segments. The Twitter questions segment. And I officially am out of time. Like, obviously, I know I have the last say so when I should stop the damn podcast. What? Shout out to Deadlock. But no, I haven't run out of time. I've talked y'all ears off enough. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of Talking Schmacked. It was literally everywhere. But if you want to see more, you could always like the video version on youtube.com/ZeriHighLife. You can leave a like, comment down below, or on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts. Please leave a 5-star review or any review you feel is fitting. Review, see how we're enjoying the show. This is just the first episode, so obviously I'm going to try to do some more research on podcast and have a better foundation for it and maybe guess in the future. Whatever the future holds for the podcast, I just really want to have fun with this and get it out to you guys. So I appreciate you guys for listening. If you want to buy the Sativa 420 shirts or Hybrid 420 shirts or Indica 420 shirts, it is in the store, Frontier store. In my store, Frontier store, Zeri High Life. I don't remember the exact website. Damn, dude, I haven't checked that in so long because of the lack of motivation. We gonna get back to our shit. Follow me on Twitter at Zeri High Life if you want to just talk to me. You want to see my TikToks if you don't have the TikTok app, or if you want to, I don't know. If I'm a good follow on Twitter. I'm entertaining as fuck. Follow me on Twitter at Zeri High Life. If you are into wrestling and other types of WWE content, then I have a main channel at X3 with 4 E's, which was also my TikTok. I have a variety of content. Twitch, I officially changed my Twitch name to Zeri High Life. So come over to the Twitch. I'm actually about to start a stream right now. I love you guys. Thank you for watching / listening, whatever it is. Next episode, I don't know when will be, but until then, take it sleazy. And I'm out. Stay schmacked. You dig.